You can watch almost any movie ever made. You can listen to almost any song ever recorded. You can order food without leaving the couch and carry millions of hours of entertainment in your pocket. And somehow, nothing feels fun anymore. You start a movie, then immediately check your phone. You open a game, then watch videos about the game. You scroll because you are bored. 5 minutes later, you are somehow even more bored. Your battery is lower, and you remember almost nothing. Humanity created infinite entertainment. Our brains responded by becoming professionally unimpressed. The easy explanation is, your phone destroyed your dopamine. It sounds dramatic, scientific, and extremely convenient. But the real explanation is much more interesting. Your brain has separate systems for wanting something, enjoying it, learning from it, and paying attention to it. Modern entertainment can keep the wanting system extremely busy while giving the enjoying system almost nothing worth remembering. That is how you can consume entertainment for hours without ever feeling genuinely entertained or satisfied. Once you understand that difference, ordinary life can start feeling rewarding again without deleting every app you own. And no, you do not need to move into a forest or dramatically throw your phone into a river. Here is the first strange fact. Wanting something is not the same as actually liking it. You feel a strong urge to check your phone. You check it, and there is nothing important. You close it. 30 seconds later, you check again, expecting the internet to have completed a major renovation. The urge was real. The pleasure was not exactly life-changing. That difference matters more than it seems. Researchers studying reward often separate wanting, the motivation to pursue something, from liking, the pleasure experienced after receiving it. Dopamine is involved in motivation, learning, anticipation, and the pull of signals associated with possible rewards. It is not simply happiness liquid that leaks from your brain whenever you see a funny video. A signal can become powerful even when the reward behind it is mediocre or completely disappointing. A notification sound, a red badge, an app icon, or the pause before another video appears. Your brain learns maybe something good is coming, not something good is currently happening. And the word maybe is remarkably effective at keeping your thumb permanently employed. So saying, I must enjoy scrolling because I keep doing it, may be completely wrong. You can repeatedly want an experience that you barely enjoy once you actually receive it. A powerful desire to continue is not reliable evidence that the activity is satisfying or useful. That is not necessarily laziness, weakness, or proof that you have absolutely no self-control. It is an unpredictable reward system meeting a brain designed to search for potentially useful surprises. Your brain also learns from the difference between what it expected and what it actually received. When something is better than expected, the surprise creates a strong learning signal worth remembering. When something is exactly as expected, the signal is smaller. When it disappoints you, the brain updates again. This helps explain why unpredictable feeds are so effective at keeping people watching and searching. Most posts are forgettable. Some are mildly interesting. Then one is genuinely funny, shocking, useful, or strange. Suddenly, you're sending a raccoon video to someone at 2 in the morning for important scientific reasons. You never know which swipe will produce that moment, so every swipe carries another small possibility. The current post does not need to be amazing. It only needs to suggest that the next one might be. It works like a slot machine, except the jackpot is occasionally an animal stealing someone's lunch. Because the reward is uncertain, putting the phone down can feel strangely difficult and unfinished. You are not ending a deeply satisfying experience. You are abandoning the possibility of the next reward. Usually, the next swipe is not worth it, but your thumb remains aggressively optimistic. Now imagine finding a song you love. The first time you hear it, it feels incredible. You play it again. It is still great. Then you play it 15 more times. By day 3, it is no longer music. It has become wallpaper with drums. Repeated exposure to the same experience often reduces how intense and enjoyable that experience feels. That does not mean your brain is damaged. It is a normal form of adaptation. Your brain cannot treat every familiar meal, song, joke, or image like a permanent miracle. The first bite of a great meal gets attention. The 20th rarely creates a spiritual awakening. The problem is that modern entertainment lets us immediately respond to fading pleasure with even more stimulation. Bored with one video? Open another app. The movie feels slow? Add messages and a game. Music is not enough? Play it while scrolling. Silence feels strange? Add something in the background. Eventually, one source of stimulation feels empty because your brain has learned to expect more. This does not mean that your dopamine receptors are fried, despite what dramatic thumbnails may announce. A better explanation is that your habits and expectations adapted to rapid novelty and constant switching. Ordinary experiences now compete against an endless stream of faster, louder, and more unpredictable alternatives. A quiet walk is not objectively empty. It simply has terrible special effects and no skip button. There is another important ingredient in enjoyment that is often ignored: your ability to pay attention. Enjoyment is not only about what is in front of you, but whether you remain present. A notification can interrupt attention even if you never pick up or unlock your phone. It opens a mental tab. Who was that? Was it important? Should I check? What happened? You decide not to check, then spend the next minute feeling proud of your impressive discipline. Unfortunately, you are now thinking about the notification instead of the activity you were supposedly enjoying. When this happens repeatedly, conversations, books, films, hobbies, and meals become fragmented experiences. A conversation ends before becoming personal. A book is interrupted before becoming immersive or emotionally meaningful. A hobby is abandoned before the frustrating beginning has enough time to turn into progress or flow. Then we conclude that the activity was boring, even though we never gave it uninterrupted attention. Your brain cannot deeply enjoy an experience it only encounters in disconnected 5-second pieces. You may not need more entertainment. You may need enough attention to feel the life you already have. The goal is not to make your phone less interesting. It is to make everything else competitive again.